What's going on? What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Skywalker Jedi back at y'all again with another one. Thank y'all so much for being here. You could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with us, rocking out, and we appreciate you. Hope everybody's having a wonderful evening, had a great day, and we gonna cook up. In 1 second, I'm about to bring out the special guest of the evening. Y'all know how we do. Much love to the entire chat. Much love to Seal Nation, the Cool Table family, the Mikey Verse, forever, the Syndicate Network, forever, yo. This is we ride this thing to the wheels fall off, homie, 100%. So uh much love, y'all. Thanks for being here. We about to cook up. Let me get through this intro, and then I'm gonna go ahead and bring the guest out, right? The guest of the evening. But as you guys know, we're on the road to 1K, right? Trying to hit 1,000 before the end of the year, y'all. We got to get this done. Much love to everybody that has been smashing that like button, sharing the content out, subscribing, all that great stuff. And much love to the people that will continue to do so in the future. Got love for y'all, and thanks for rocking out. Appreciate you. Grateful that y'all here. These two hashtags, right? And we still pushing 100%. Hashtag sales ZSJ on Netflix. Hashtag sales Snyderverse to Netflix. Man, I was just peeking my head in on Twitter earlier. Got a special announcement coming for the Twitter realm, so hope y'all ready for that. But man. Look, if you do use those hashtags, we ask that you follow the rules of engagement, which are as follows. Rule number one, we ask that you be positive as we are engaging with the current home of Zack Snyder, and we're trying to carry some positive energy over to this new realm, right, where Zack is being celebrated. So by that, we are being engaged with and being celebrated as well. So let's go ahead and make sure that we're positive while we're engaging. Let's not mix the hashtags with others as we're trying to keep the messaging as focused and effective as possible. And be sure to not tag, mention, quote, tweet, reply to, or anything like that. Anybody over at WBD, which is including but not limited to James Gunn, right? Uh, Make sure that you guys are subscribing to ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube, and also following ZSJL to Netflix on X/Twitter, right? Make sure that you guys are smashing the link in the description for the Mikey Seven Family GoFundMe, which is still active. And also shout out to the sponsor of the stream, the first sponsor of the stream, right? Look, man, Bat Dan is like one of the first members of Seal Nation. Bat Dan was the first member on Seal's channel. Bat Dan gave me my first super chat, and now Bat Dan has sponsored the first stream that I've had for the community when given the opportunity to do so. Man, shouts out to Bat Dan. A link to his channel is in the description. Make sure that you guys go ahead and smash that. Check out his channel, Bad Band's Thoughts. Always bring some dope fire conversations, and he really gives you his perspective on things. So be sure to go on over to Bad Band's Thoughts right now. The link is in the description. Much love to the homie, right? And before we bring the guest of the night out, right? We gonna have to hit this commercial break. I gotta call it a commercial break now, right? Because there's Decide and Steppenwolf, right? They're no longer the sponsors anymore. Now these are just commercial breaks. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Steppenwolf, have you begun the conquest?
Hey, what's going on? Now we got the special guest of the evening here with us. Y'all already know, man. This dude, Peely Swain, man. Oh, did you can't hear me? Oh my goodness. See? All right. Why don't you try backing out and then coming back in? Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Okay. Hold up. There we go. Anyway, yes, shouts out to the homie back then. We're gonna get Peely's situation straight, and then we're gonna be right back with the guests. Much love the Mama Bear in the building, Charles Austin. Right. See, we got the homie El Necron in the building. Right. What's going on, El Necron? Right. Uh, all right. All right. All right. Let me see. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Can you hear me this time?
Yes, sir. I got you.
There we go. There we go. Man, look, it used to do that with me and Mikey sometimes too. Like we'd be backstage talking just like we was, and then we start the stream, and then one of us can't hear the other one. It would be crazy, bro. But that's how you know that they trying to mess with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Every time we having a real conversation, huh?
We be on point. That's when we be on point, you know. I'm just
Right.
reading that right now. What's up, Mama Bear, Lobo, everybody else in there? What's up, y'all boys? Peace. Necron.
Oh my goodness, man. Yo, look, I appreciate you being here, bro, wholeheartedly, and I can't wait to have this conversation. Right, this kind of like a follow up to that last talk that we had, and yo, it just goes so deep, man. And these conversations, I think, are just very much needed, right? So, when we want to start off talking about the Dark Knight trilogy, right, and just how that has how it kind of predicted a lot of the situations that we have found ourselves in 2023 these past few years. And I know that you've been someone that has been a big proponent of these films and just what they were speaking to. So when you talk about these movies specifically, like what is it about these films, right, that have always just set them apart from others, right, when you're talking about the themes and things that it was touching on?
Right, man. Yeah, that's a good question, bro. The Dark Knight trilogy, let's say action pack wise, it wasn't better than like Zach shit, right? You know, cinematically, it wasn't. You know, there was some dope ass scenes in there, you know, that looks real good. You know, he did the IMAX, but the fighting and action was better with Zach. But the story with Nolan was like, God damn, you know, that was really what set that shit apart. It was the storyline, bro. You know, and the storyline, I think I wouldn't say he took the shortcut and made it more realistic, but he brought it down from like gods in the sky and shit and made it
Gods and stuff, yeah,
back,
right, yeah,
back
made it
to
more relatable.
exactly. That's what I'm looking for. It was more relatable than any other comic book shit, you know. I think that's definitely what set it apart. But when you really get to looking at the story and how it played out, it's just like, bro, he just saying too much real shit, bro. He's just saying too much real shit. That's just it, you know.
Yeah. I think that, watching those films when I was a bit younger, right? Obviously, because I think when The Dark Knight came out, yeah, I was 20. I was 20 when The Dark Knight came out, about to turn 21
Mm.
in September of that year. But, obviously, it
Wait,
was hitting me on certain levels.
your birthday is in September?
Yeah, yeah.
Really? Mine too. When is your birthday?
The 26th.
Oh, you just had a birthday, man. Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You're
Thank you.
Virgo.
Yep.
You're a Virgo.
Libra.
Libra. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
September 10th. I didn't know you were September.
Yeah.
That's so cool, man. All right. My bad. I
Yeah,
didn't
man.
mean to interrupt you, but you say you were 20. The movie came
Yeah.
out.
Yep, and I saw it right before I was going to basic training. Right, literally right before I was going to basic training, because I went to basic training in like that August, right, and I was out in the Bay Area chilling for a few months before I had shipped out. And so, yep, I went to the movies out there, and I remember it was like my first time seeing a movie in IMAX. I think, if I'm not mistaken, right, just that whole thing. And so, yeah, obviously it hit me on certain levels. I was like, yo, this is dope, right? But you know, obviously in the years since, I've kind of grown to learn so much more about like what those films were actually talking about and the themes that they were really touching on. And so I do think that you are on to something. That was like the first one that kind of did that.
Yeah, hell yeah. And it was at that time, shit, I don't even remember how old I was. I just remember at that time I was early into like trying to figure out movies and shit. Like trying to find Easter eggs and put two and two together, and and then I was in a movie with Heath Ledger. I was in The Patriot with Heath Ledger before. And I was
Mm,
when they came down to film in Charleston, Heath Ledger and Mel Gibson, I met them boys. That's what really got me into this movie shit, was being in The Patriot. But remember, Heath Ledger died right around that time, and when the second movie came out, and everybody was like, oh shit, but it was,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It was, I don't know if it did make people go watch that fucking movie more, like when
yeah,
he died, So then that's when I was on my like Hollywood shit, and I was really, really getting into it. But then, like, you go back to Batman Begins, and they're talking about the League of Shadows.
yeah,
That's really what when you on that Hollywood shit, or when you really going deep on Hollywood, bruh, if you're not running into the League of Shadows, or if you're not calculating the League of Shadows in all of your conversation, none of your shit is true. Because Hollywood is so weird, because it's the League of Shadows, bro. They're playing on levels that, not to say only the initiated is gonna see, but only the people that put in work are gonna even understand what the hell they're talking about. Everybody else is gonna see the movie as some fucking Joker fighting Batman, or some shit
yeah.
like that. They're not gonna see it, So when he put like,
He said powerful agents to the uninitiated, right? But we are initiated, aren't we,
right,
Bruce?
what did he say? The No, what did he say? The two words. What was the powerful agents? When Batman turned
He
off all the lights.
he was like theatricality.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. That's what it is. Theater, bro. Like we're watching a show, but to the uninitiated, it's just a fucking movie. To the initiated, or the people on their path, I wouldn't even say you got to be initiated. Just be on your journey to know something else. This should be way more than a movie. And like I told you, I think like day one, we talked. I was like, bro, this is
Like, this
way,
ain't about getting no movie. He was like,
yeah,
bro, this is not about getting no movies back, bro. Like, this
right.
not about getting no movies put out.
It's way bigger than that. So yeah, that's what he said. Theatricality and deception. That's what fucking Hollywood is, bro. But they're talking about some other shit, and Christopher Nolan, of course, he's knighted by the like Queen of England and all that. He's been behind the curtain, but you know, bro, I really be thinking like some of these directors, right? Christopher Nolan, Zack Snyder, people like that, they be in the game, they be in the system, but they talk about the system from like behind enemy lines. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
put it out there, like, bro, all right, I know we got this system of like overlords or corruption on the planet, but I'm gonna tell you about that shit. You know, that's what them two
Facts.
directors do, bro. And you know, if we talk about Zack Snyder, I think the prerequisite to Zack Snyder shit is Nolan shit, you know, and they both kind of did the same thing, you know, except one, I think, you know, one was mainly focused on America before 9/11, and Zack Snyder did America after 9/11.
After, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's what the initiated sees. Everybody else just see like, oh, that's some fucking Joker shit, you know, some Ra's al Ghul, some Bane shit. Nah, they be talking about some other shit, bro. You know.
Hold up. You mean this guy?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? You mean this guy?
Look at that shit.
Yo, starting with Batman Begins, right? Talking about like Ra's al Ghul in particular, with him kind of starting off his universe with this being uh the first villain, right? You know, what does that say to you,
Right.
Peely?
Yeah,
You
it
know
a
what I'm
lot.
saying?
It says a lot because all right, we look at the League of Shadows in real world, the League of Shadows, and we talking about like Homeboy just said is code for like Illuminati, Freemason, you know, whatever. Um, so let's say like America, we didn't really have like a super like intelligence agency like we got now, right? We didn't have back before like World War II. We got it after World War II, right? And then now we got this big, sophisticated intelligence apparatus on the whole planet. You can't escape it. You know, everybody can talk. Oh, their Twitter files or Snowden or all this other shit, right? But that started really like we were talking about last time. We was talking about the Templar last time, right? And what you can see the similarities into Rebel Moon, right? All right,
Yeah.
so keep it going. The Templar, once they got the Order 66 on them boys, they had to go in hiding, bro, because they were illegal on the planet, right? So
Yeah.
when they went into hiding, they went into secret societies, bro. That's where they continue at to today, right? So still the empire on the planet, and there's still these guys who's fighting the empire at every angle, but now they're just doing it in secret, right? So then you got these other like empires, you know, we're fast forwarding. Let's just say the British Empire, England. And then you have all these secret societies that's coming up through England, right? So then you got this one called OTO, Ordo Templi Orientis, right? Orientis. You can see right there the O Orientis mean Oriental or whatever. It's from some ancient Asian shit, right? Back in the day, where the Templars started studying some ancient Asian shit back in the day. All right. So then Batman Begins, the fucker went and got initiated in like the Himalayas or some shit like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? With
Yeah.
with some fucking like Chinese dude who was supposed to be the face of the League of Shadows, right? Uh,
Facts.
but it was really a British banker who was the face of the League of Shadows, right? It was Ra's al Ghul. Now Ra's al Ghul is a British banker. Um, the secret societies that dominate the planet right now are British influence from England. All these wars that we go through, um, are financed by British bankers, but Britain kind of stays in the background, bro. They stay in the shadows, the League of Shadows. Everyone, we can talk about Israel, Palestine, America, Russia, China, but don't nobody be talking about Britain. No, nobody be talking about England, except Christopher Nolan, bro. This right there. You know what I mean? He's right there. We are, bro. So all right. So we get into it. He get into the initiation. You know, the purple flower. He was getting initiated into the League of Shadows, right? He kind of learned. He learned more of the League of Shadows plans. They're like, oh yeah, we sacked Rome. We did trade routes. We did all that shit, bro. All throughout.
He said every time.
Every time, bro. Every time a civilization gets to beyond its level of decadence, we restore the balance back in that bitch, right? Balance, bro. The shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So now he's really talking in his movies, bro. He's not talking about no 600-year-old sword fighting ninja named Ra's al Ghul. He's telling you some shit, bro. You know, but we just got to know it. All right. So now he takes the fear thing, which is supposed to show him his most dangerous fears, and he's supposed to overcome it. And that's going to be a theme of what they're going to bring to America: terrorism. With more shit, just more subliminal shit he's telling you. But
the fear toxin, right?
Right, the fear toxin. And we can even go deeper on this because look at this, bro. Look at this. And then we can talk on him, but I'm gonna just say this real quick. All right. Hollywood. Hollywood was made. If anybody don't know this right now, it's you got to be initiated to know this shit, right? Or you should know this shit. Hollywood was made as like military intelligence level propaganda, right? It's there from the jump. There was this place they all come from called Laurel Canyon, and Laurel Canyon was like it was a military base in California, in Los Angeles, somewhere.
Wait, I was about to say, like, you was like Laurel Canyon. I was like, the fuck? Like, I know where Laurel Canyon's at.
Right, 100%. Right. So it's a military base they made into a film studio. And the film studio is where they did all of theatricality and deception, right? It's called Lookout Mountain, the film studio. All of
y'all know I'm pulling up.
Yeah, at your own risk. No, but so all of the like early rock bands, because you know you can put all the propaganda through music. You know, before we were having movies, that we had mainly like radio and music and shit like that. So all the rock bands came out of Laurel Canyon, like all of them, but they were all kids of military intelligence, right? They were, so when one dude is going to, but this is all magic that they learned from Nazi World War II, right? So while we're going to Vietnam, and Zack Snyder put a lot of this in his movies also. While we're going to Vietnam, the Watchmen, exactly. While we're going to Vietnam, the hippies was the anti-war movement, right? But Hollywood made Laurel Canyon's kids the anti-war movement. Here's why they did that. So the kids of Laurel Canyon were like the Doors, the Eagles, all of these Beach Boys, all of these early groups like that. But the hippies, they had to make them look like dirty, stinking, ratchet people. Like when Zack Snyder shot all the hippies on in the Watchmen video, right? They had to
right?
make them look like they were dirty hippies, so nobody would follow their anti-war movement. But what movement they did follow was like all these songs, you know, kind of talking about Vietnam by like early rock and roll stars. But the early rock and roll stars were the kids of the generals going to Vietnam, right? So it was all a psyop. So we don't be hippies. So we won't preach against Vietnam. They made us like Vietnam, but this came from Hollywood. This is how Hollywood first started. Now, but fear, what we're going to talk about, fear toxin. The fear also, Charles Manson was writing those songs to like Beach Boys and shit like that. But also Charles Manson was using the same brainwash technology as propaganda or words where he can speak to somebody and make you go kill somebody for him, right? So he was speaking to his girls, Charlie Angels, and they were doing the killing. He was just the homie in the cut teaching them, right? Teaching them. This is magic that they've learned from World War II. This same magic that Charles Manson was doing is now our commercials. So instead of them saying, yo, go kill someone, they're saying, go buy a burger, go buy a burger, go buy a burger. It's the same magic, right? So the League of Shadows, this is their magic. This is who started Hollywood. So, but here's Christopher Nolan, the Scarecrow, the fear toxin. Boom, he put that in everybody's face who he's going to like interrogate or whatever. So this is a direct connection to Charles Manson's doctor named Jolly West. Jolly West will go in, and whenever they say, oh, Charles Manson crazy, Jolly West will go into your office and you would come out crazy. You would leave that bitch. He would leave your office and you seeing stars like Falcone. So fucking Jolly West is a direct connection to Scarecrow. Only fucking people who know these Hollywood stories are even gonna understand what Homeboy just put in his movie. So when you see Scarecrow, that fear toxin, blah, 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 and it makes you go crazy, they put the fear toxin in the water. This is what Charles Manson was doing through rock and roll. He was trying to make a thing called Helter Skelter, where black people fight white people and we have a big race riot. And he goes underground with his crew and comes back later and controls the world after we kill all each other. Whatever. That's what he thought, but he was being taught by the fucking League of Shadows, bro, to put this in our music in America to make us brainwashed to do this shit, right? All of that is in the Dark Knight trilogy, just with different characters, bro. You know, all of that I just told you is in the Dark Knight trilogy, just with different characters. So they're going to bring the fear toxin to America, put it in our water system. Instead of they're bringing the fear toxin to America, put it in our media, and our media is going to dish it out. In the movie, they put it in the water system where the water people dished it out. But it's the same fucking story, bro. You know, and then when he say, it's the League of Shadows doing it in Christopher Nolan's movies. It's the League of Shadows doing it in real world also. They're just, we don't even know they're the League of Shadows. We just think, oh, Zaslav is a fucking, you know, he bought Warner Brothers and WB and blah, 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 whatever, all that bullshit. We don't even know who he really is. He might be a League of Shadows dude just pushing out bullshit through our media thing, right? You get it? So when we see this in movies, Christopher Nolan don't just come up with these ideas and be like, oh man, that'd be great to put in a movie. He's telling you actual history, bro. He's just rearranging the characters so nobody can say, "Yo, what the fuck are you talking about?" You know, you know what I mean? But now he like with Oppenheimer, he can actually use real characters and history and shit like that. He's always done that. He don't make no fucking movie where the history is off a little bit. The When he did Interstellar, he went and learned physics to learn what they could do. You know, he did the
Facts.
same with Batman. They're not making. He's not just saying, "Oh man, I wish League of Shadows should come from some Oriental group and they should have uh, we should be initiated into this shit and we should take over a different country." He didn't make this shit up, bro. He's giving us a history lesson with just Batman characters. You just got to
Right.
know the history and you'll catch on to it, I was
Yeah.
wrong, but my bad.
Oh no. Did you good, bro? Because what's wild is that looking back on these films and just everything that you were just highlighting right now, that's part of what I was saying earlier. When I was a lot younger, I didn't get a lot of the stuff that was going on, right? But obviously you grow, you live, you learn, and you start to pick up on some of these same things. Not only did Christopher Nolan give us like the hyper realistic version of these characters, but Zach did the same thing. If you look at it, when he
Yeah,
was talking about Man of Steel, when he broke down like exactly like just uh what Superman's pain threshold was. And he literally was like, all right, what happens if he's shot with like a 9mm? What's happened if he's shot with like a 45? What's happened if he's like, what does it feel like to him, right? What does it feel like if he gets shot with a 50 cal, right? And it literally just kept going up and up and up, from for him getting hit with a baseball all the way up to him getting nuked
yeah,
and saying like, oh, well, we don't know what happens at that point, right? But yeah, it's that same thing where if you look at it, they're giving you these hyper realistic versions like of these characters, or at least thinking them out in the same kind of way where they're super fleshed out to the T. So I think you're right. I think that these stories are things that have already happened, and they're just kind of giving you that history lesson
hell yeah,
in what you should be looking for.
hell yeah. And like Zach went deep. Like Man of Steel, they had at the beginning it was like Congress or whatever, and Zod was coming to take over. Zod killed Kal-El's dad, Jor-El. But all right, so we talked about the chalice last week or whatever. The chalice in Templar folklore, if you get real to it, it was like one of the first, and even to the S on the chest, the red S on Superman's chest, because the Templar had a red shield or
Mm-hmm.
red whatever. Some people say it was a cross, some people say it looked like a dragon, but it was originally supposed to be like a fucking birthmark on the head Templar back in the day. Anyway, but the head Templar, when he was found dead, the fucking his skull was found in a cave, and it was upside down, like somebody was drinking out of it, bro. Now, if you watch Man of Steel, the Codex was the fucking Templar skull. Zach went deep, bro. Zach went real fucking deep. So that's when they be like, "Yo, find me the chalice." The chalice is just the story of the first Templar knight because his skull was found in a cave, looked like somebody was drinking out of that bitch, bro. That's how deep Zach went, bro. Yes, that's the fucking codex. So I'll make it go deep or whatever because that shit sounds crazy, but I'll put it in there one day and just show y'all, and y'all be like, whoa. But yeah, Zach went deep. Zach went real deep. But all of them, both of them did. Um, the initiation process in the original League of Shadows, but yo, when we get to like let's say what's going on today, Palestine and Israel, the League of Nations was started by this thing called a Balfour Agreement, started by British bankers. The League of Nations tempted through the same way they did Batman. I mean, the same way they were coming over to take over America in the League of Shadows in the Christopher Nolan trilogy. The League of Nations did the same shit to the Ottoman Empire, which is going to war right now. So we could talk about Israel and Palestine, but you can't talk about them without talking about British bankers. It can't happen. You know, the British bankers are the middleman in between Palestine and Israel. So when we be like, bruh, like there's so much other shit that really is like going on. So when Homeboy said, yo, we stopped trade routes and we did this to Rome and we did this, bruh, he's just talking about what they did in the Middle East. When Homeboy came out of the hole and he was just a no-name mercenary that had sex with somebody's wife or blah, blah, blah. He came out of a hole in the Middle East. You know what I mean? What we're going through today is still a story of the League of Shadows, still today, with Palestine and Israel, America falling, China being lifted, and Britain is hanging out, chilling in the shadows. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's some crazy shit, bro. It's some crazy shit, but only certain few directors are gonna even attempt to even movies like that. Only certain few directors are even gonna attempt to put that shit in the movies, you know?
Facts, right? And it really shows the people I think who is actually trying to say something and who's actually just there trying to you know make some money. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 100%.
100%. But I did want to touch on all three of these films kind of like in chronological order, right?
Yeah.
So we got the Bankers, right? And we got the League of Shadows in the first film, right? Moving into the second film, right? Now you got this guy, right? What kind of role? What was Christopher Nolan talking about with this Joker character? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. He's like what they consider a jackal. So if you put like the first movie, the terror level rise and fall, right? So the next movie, the Jackal shows up. The Jackal shows up before the military Bane, before that guy. So the Jackal is like so here's how you take over a country. You have destabilization, um, restabilization, and when they bring order in, order out of chaos. Like order is fucking Bane, right? But Joker is destabilizing. So what Joker was doing was what Charles Manson was doing, trying to create damn near helter skelter in America. He had you know, he was trying to show by every time let's say Batman is good, he just saved the world from the League of Shadows. Now the next movie, Batman gotta fucking almost take his mask off to risk other people getting killed. You know, he gotta become just as bad as Joker.
Right.
So Joker was to show that even though you're talking that good shit, you're really just as fucked up as me, and I'm gonna show the whole world it. So now look in your regular world. Um, you have people, you know, you can look on social media, and I'm sure you can find some place that says the American government ain't shit. Fuck the government. Fuck these
Yeah.
people. You know,
Of
racism.
course. Yeah.
You know, all the hot buttons of the country, and you could learn all about those hot buttons, and then you can come out to be a whole different person. And you can come out where you used to be Sky. Maybe you know, military, you're still, you know, repping 4th of July or whatever. And then you go learn some shit. And now you on some other shit. Now you like, man, fuck the government, blah, 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 blah. All this other shit. Oh, fuck the flag. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Though
Yeah.
that mentality is taught to you. So then when that mentality is taught to you, you become like what Joker was trying to do with the two boats. How he had the
Yeah.
rich on one side, and then he had the black, like you know, people in prison, or you know
The
what I mean?
criminal. Yeah.
Yeah,
All these
criminal.
prisoners, the
Right, right.
criminals. Right?
So he was trying to show that there is no good in you guys. When shit hits the fan, you guys gonna pick a side to be on, and both of those sides is gonna be evil. You're gonna kill each other, right? Same thing fucking Charles Manson was trying to do at Helter Skelter. Preach um, a way to get black people to fight white people. Have a, you know, a race
Yeah.
war, a race war in the city. When the race war in the city, nobody wins, right? But that's what
Yeah.
when you want to take over a country. So look in your country right now. You live in a Judeo-Christian country, which is Jews and Christian. We ain't on that Lucifer shit. You know, y'all might be on that shit somewhere else. Hey, whatever. This country, we ain't on that shit. But in this country, now it's all over our TVs. It's a show on Netflix called Lucifer. You know, it's Adam 22, and all these rappers are, you know, claiming that they fucking worship the devil, and Lil Uzi Vert and all this shit, right? That's a way to turn the country upside down. Turn your fucking morals and values upside down. So you become a shell of your good self.
When the chips are down, these people will eat each other.
Exactly.
Right? Facts.
Facts.
That's what he said.
And yo, all it needs is a little push. You know, we're already bad. You know what I mean? You're
All
already
it needs is a little push.
all it needs is a little push. So you got him like the Jackal going in. He was fucking with all the mobs, you know, and even though they had the shit going on with China and the you know, the guy stealing the money from the mobs or whatever, there was still
Yo, it's crazy when I was watching that movie during that watch along. I was like, yo, this motherfucking Pee Wee was spitting, boy. I was like, yo, that shit is all in the movie, bro.
all in the movie. It's
Well,
all
yeah.
in the movie. And then it's you know, we're going through our shit with China, and also we're going through all this other shit outside of the world, but inside of the world, we're still fighting each other. That's how to take over a country. That's how the only way America could fall, because we have the Atlantic Ocean in front of us and the Pacific Ocean behind us. So you can't sneak up on us, right? The only way you can get us is if you make us fight each other, right? That's the only way that's the only way the League of Shadows can win, right?
Facts.
So all of our media, we have divisive shit, you know? All of our secret knowledge on the underground is on some fuck America shit. It's on some divisive shit, right? That's the League of Shadows. That's Joker. But what it really is destabilization. So we had at the end of Obama, 2016 is when all that shit started off. Police start shooting people. Fucking, you know, we having riots. Summer of 16. It wasn't with Trump. That shit was with Obama. It started with Obama. But really, who is it, bro? It be like George Soros or somebody funding that shit, right? So they fund Black Lives Matters. They fund Antifa at the same time, bro. You know what I mean? They fund. So now we're out there fighting. We're out there, you know, cops. Every time a cop shoots somebody, another city riot, you know, or that shit was happening like nonstop, like,
bro. And
4 years straight, bro.
And look, I always said this, man, because obviously, I live in LA, you know what I'm saying? And I've lived through 2 riots, right? One when I was a lot younger, the riots, I think it was in '94, right? I think it was literally popped off not even that far from my house, bro. Like literally popped off. Like I stayed in the jungles. If y'all seen Training Day, right? The jungles, that little area. Yes, I used to live in there, 100%. Right on August and Stevely. For all y'all that be Googling, go Google Maps that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So now, obviously, during that one, I was a lot younger. That was a much different situation. Right. But I was actually not in, but I was at the whole riots that happened out here in 2020.
Right.
Right. And like I was actually down there when it happened. And I said this at the time, and I swear I will continue to say this. It looked like a movie set almost. It was like the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was all kind of stuff going on, and it was just a very weird thing. But with me being a kid, obviously, and kind of like seeing the riots when I was younger, I don't know. That just seemed much different than what I witnessed recently. You know what I'm saying? Like it just seemed to be much different.
Right. It was.
Yeah.
It was that's been in our country now is they talking about when America got taken over with JFK when he got popped, and Zack Snyder explores a lot of that also. But there's been a hitting
92 actually. I was a couple years off. Yeah.
Right. Okay. But yeah, there's been it's been a hidden force trying to get us to fight each other for a long time. And it's used like that. There's a guy named Yuri Bezmenov, who's a Russian defector, and he taught the science of subversion. And he taught it like a class, but it showed like, all right, they would use like, say you got a country that just hate like gay people or something like that. They would use gay people to go cause not a riot, but a protest or whatever. So then your country is like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like we don't do this shit around here, blah blah blah. But homeboys like, we need equal rights or whatever. We need equal rights, and now we're fighting, we're clashing. But when you do that, it's what they call destabilization. Your country can't move forward because the people are fighting each other. Right?
Yeah. They're fighting each other.
Right. All of the media, all of our shit right now in America, and especially when we had Trump or whatever, let's say this, bro. I'm gonna say this. What if Trump was the king of America, right? Just look at it like this. What if Trump was the king of America? How do you get the king to fall? You push all the hot buttons in the country where there's nothing but riots. You fund the riots. You fund Black Lives Matters. So now Trump can't do shit. He can't succeed as a progressive country because he got to deal with destabilizing riots. So we had that shit like every month and for like 4 years, whether the white boys shooting people outside or we fighting after the cops or anything. It was destabilization. But after destabilization happens, a new country comes in, like on the Purge, when they're like, hey, well, now you got a new owner of America and we're gonna do this. The Purge, a new when they stabilize the shit, now the gay people aren't needed no more. The dissenters aren't needed no more. Then the dissenters start getting killed. The new country that comes in kills all the people who's not going to live by the book. You see what I mean? We're not gonna have no riots no more. Pain is here now, bitch. Everybody, you know what I mean? But Joker was there to start the destabilization. Bane is there to restabilize this shit. That dude. That dude. So fucking to bring down a king, the French Revolution or whatever, you destabilize the people, bro. That is a method of the Templar. So to fall the Ottoman Empire, so Jewish people can move into an empire of nothing but Muslims, you have to destabilize the kings of that fucking empire, which is a staple of the Templar. This story goes right back to the same story we did last week, last time, which is the same story he's telling you with League of Shadows. It's the same story. So Joker is just the destabilization of that. Bane is the restabilization. Ra's al Ghul and Talia al Ghul are the terror level risers. So you can be like, oh shit, we got to do something. We got to do something.
We're going to touch on Talia too. I got one for her too. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this chick is right here, right?
Corporate espionage. That's what we dealing with right now in the Snyder Cut movement, like fucking Warner Brothers, bro. Warner Brothers used to be the company that's telling you this shit. Warner Brothers with like Matrix and Lord of the Rings and all of that shit, bro. Dark Knight Trilogy, but now Warner Brothers corporate espionage has been taken over probably by like Disney or something, which we're
crazy, bro.
It's a shell of itself, That's crazy, that's
bro.
Al Ghul, the inside woman, bam.
And Sarnoff.
Now you get it. Be like, hey, where you from? She ain't gonna say America. Oh, my family is from Eastern Europe or some bullshit like that.
Like, yo, you the League of Shadows, yo. Right?
Oh,
Get out of here.
You got Chernoff, then Zaslav, bro. Like, come on. Run Warner Brothers, bro. Let me get an American dude, bro. Come on, bro.
Yo.
It is what it is, bro. Not to shit on nobody else culture or whatever, but this is our culture, bro. Y'all are watching some American shit. This is our shit. We can't be falling for nobody else's culture and be disseminating somebody else's bullshit. You know what I mean?
That's facts, bro.
No disrespect in no other country. I'm just saying this is our shit, It is what it is.
WB was once great. Yeah, yo, like it's funny because I was thinking about the whole way that they were, a filmmaker-driven studio, and then you look at what they become now, and it's just the exact opposite, right? Like this, but how does that happen, right? It has to happen from within. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Now we're getting it, right? I mean, you always got it. I'm telling you, every time I talk to you, I can go on a rant for 3 hours and you be like, yeah, I get it, bro. Then you'll tell me some more shit. I'll be like, oh, yeah, you're right, You get it. That's what happened with us, bro. The Snyder Cut movement. Look at this shit, bro. You remember I used to get fucking hound on because I put an American flag on my Twitter page, bro. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what? You know?
Yeah.
Like, what? We can't pump our shit, but what it is y'all got to understand how big we were, bro. We were so big. We were the voice of the 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 biggest propaganda machine on the planet. We were the voice of Hollywood, bro. We were. So now some people from the inside on some bullshit, nerd queens bullshit, they took over. How did that happen? Because it's the same shit that happened on Earth, bro. It's the same shit that happened in America. It's the same shit that happened in all these movies, It is what it is, bro.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. But look, going from like you said, the destabilization phase or from the Jackal, right? Moving into Bane, right? And the Dark Knight Rises and what he did when he was finishing this movie out, Peely, like,
Oh man.
yo, this dude, but look, the Dark Knight Rises gets a lot of hate, in my opinion, undeservedly. I love this movie, yo. I love this film. Bane is an incredible villain. Tom Hardy was off the chain, bro. Off the chain. And it's probably still my favorite Tom Hardy performance. And you can't even see the motherfucking face from the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man. When he introduced this character, right, and just everything that he did throughout this film, he was really touching on some stuff. Petey, like, what do you think that Nolan was getting at when he brought us this interpretation of Bane?
I think this is my favorite out of all three of them, and I like Joker. I like Heath Ledger, but when Bane showed up, it was just something totally different. It was like,
Bruh.
this dude, it was like, all right, homeboy released the people out of jail. All right, so look in our real life now, after we have the riots, what the Democrats talking about? Oh, we need prison reform. Oh, we need to release the prison. All these little cities. You can steal $1,000 worth of Gucci shit and just run out the fucking store, bro. You can do anything right now in some of these cities. Like, remember Oregon? What was that place in Portland? It was like a no cop zone. You remember that shit? Like,
oh yeah.
free zone
They
or
like
like that.
they like abolished the police or something.
Right. And it was
Right.
getting trash when people was like raping girls and selling drugs and doing all this shit because they abolished the police in a certain city. Bruh, Bane did that. He captured the whole police force. Like,
Right.
what we're actually going through is the reason he put this in his 3 movies. It's a science, bro. It's not. He didn't just make that up. He didn't just think, oh, I got a great story to tell and I'm gonna make a bad. No, it's a science. What they did from 9/11 terror. Terror. Ra's al Ghul. Next, we had riots. We had fuck the government type shit. We had all this, black versus white riots. Race riots down south. We had boys shooting people in the church. That's Joker. What we're in right now is Bane. Lockdown. You can't say shit on the internet. You can't say the wrong word. You about to get deplatformed, devalued. Kids can call call the cops on their parents. All kind of shit. We're in restabilizing. The new crew has already taken over, bro. Like, but to show that with Bane, he showed that he killed the scientists. He stole the shit out the stock market. He took the fucking cops. He beat up Batman. He locked everybody down. He blew up football stadiums. He did terror on TV. He's when the new country shows up and be like, all right, y'all boys was wilding. I'm about to put some on your nuts, bro. That's it. Y'all about to get in place and we about to lock this shit down. Bane is the purge. Bane is if another country actually takes over America. You know what I mean? Bane is fucking
the League of Shadows, bro.
League of Shadows, bro. All right, Palestine. I know y'all boys used to live here for like 700 years, but we in this bitch now. We about to fuck y'all up, and ain't nothing you can do about it. And this my home now. That's what Bane is. You know what I mean? So when we're living it, when we watched it, he didn't just make it up. I want everybody to know, bro, this is a science. This is a fucking science that he's just putting in character, you know? And then when Zach did it next, because Christopher Nolan kind of hinted at the corporate espionage, but Zach went harder with Lex Luthor and shit like that. You know, Zach went harder. So that's what we're really, these are fucking themes that we are really dealing with. Every time I talk, I want to say how we are really dealing with this shit also.
Facts.
So the quickest thing we can do, just like in our movement, the quickest thing we can do, bro, is imagine yourself as Batman or imagine yourself as a hero. You're not gonna sit there and take this shit, bro.
Facts, bro. Yeah.
Like, you know, when somebody asks you about like, you know, whatever, people get mad at me because I said I didn't know Fiona. I don't. You know, that's not that. I know her like from the computer, but as a superhero, those people that got mad at me, they're just villains of my fucking day. You know what I mean? I gotta internalize this shit, bro. I'm about to beat the villain's ass. You know, or in my country, in my day, I'm not gonna allow, some blue hair weirdo to tell me, yo, you can't say this shit no more. You can't act this way. You can't do this. You can't do that. No, bro. You're a villain in my day. I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. That's what's gonna happen. So when I talk to y'all, or when I talk to anybody, I want all of us to understand these stories so we can place ourselves as a superhero because we are in it. We're at the fucking Snyder Cut movement, bro. We're in the shit. We are in the shit. 100% in the shit. If we're not all superheroes, y'all are wasting y'all's time, bro. We've been doing this shit for years. We've been doing it for years. We can make a difference. We can seriously make a difference on Earth because when they put out their little message in their movies like Disney with, the Black Little Mermaid or whatever, and everybody start fighting because, Little Mermaid not supposed to be black, blah, blah, blah. And you going back and forth and you fighting each other. We, as the superheroes, supposed to be like, yo, that's not gonna slide. None of your bullshit Disney is gonna slide. We're gonna make some content. We're gonna call you out. We're gonna show how lame you are, and we're gonna show where you got it from all the time. And at a platform as the Snyder Cut level, as a platform as this big that we're in, our message is gonna win no matter what, bro. You know what I mean? Right. We only lose because we're not looking at ourselves as superheroes. We only lose because we're looking at ourselves as regular people, fucking in this fucking chat room on some fucking YouTube. You know, we're not putting it that we're superheroes, bro.
Hey, y'all know I pulled up the full circle and to the right?
Mm-hmm. No, you
did. Look, as soon as you said that, it hit me. I was like, damn, Peely's right. Like, as soon as we internalized it, that whole thing, like when I became the Superman and like Leon became the Batman, and everybody like really kind of started falling into place. That is kind of when things shifted. That's crazy.
That's what the movie.
That's
That's
crazy.
what they tell us the movies, bro. So we see it and we be like, damn, I want to be Batman or something. You know what I mean? That's what Christopher Nolan did it for. That's what Zack Snyder did it for. Not to make 250 million or whatever. They did it so you can see it and you be like, oh shit, bro. You know, Sauron has taken over my whole shire and shit, you know? That's what you gotta say, you know. You gotta get in that mindset because this shit gotta make you mad, bro. Like this,
Thanks.
when you see dumb shit, Sky, you put on your outfit and you go fucking address that shit, bro. That's what we all gotta do, dog. This is no Peely is not, and y'all be like, oh, Peely is Morpheus. Hey, bro, give me a new name. Morpheus was kind of regular, dog. You know? I'm on some way other shit than Morpheus. Morpheus is kind of a regular dude to me. You know, like fuck that, bro. You gotta, I gotta be like Darth Vader mixed with Batman, mixed with
Darth Vader mixed with Batman, right? Mixed with Dark Side.
Like y'all gotta think like all right, when they made that movie, The Matrix, Neo was just a regular dude at first, bro, in a regular
He
job.
was, bro.
You know, regular dude in a regular job. He learned some shit. He internalized that, and he eventually saved the fucking universe. You know what I mean, bruh? All of y'all can do that. Everyone watching this shit right now can be Neo. It's just whether y'all snap out of it or not. And so,
Bruh.
when I tell you these stories, I'm only telling y'all because, all right, some in your history, all right, Charles Manson trying to start Helter Skelter. A regular cop stopped him. You know what I mean? A regular dude who put his pants on just like we all put our pants on, one leg at a time, stopped him, right? Not no fucking superhero that got on a superpower and all this shit. He was a dude that said, bro, I'm not going to let my community fall to that. So we can put all this super World War II magic of propaganda in California, and we can put it out all over the world and brainwash all of these people out of Hollywood. And then somebody, a regular dude, can come on a podcast and tell you that's on some bullshit. You know, a regular dude, not Morpheus, a regular fucking dude. And then you put it out, and we all wake up and be like, yo, I ain't doing enough, bro. I ain't, you know what I mean? I can make a podcast. I can go read history and make some content. I could you know, call Zaslav for, I could do whatever the fuck. I ain't doing enough just by sitting here in some chat room, you know, talking about is Darkseid stronger than Mega Hulk or some bullshit like that, you know? It's way bigger than that, bro. This is like country level. Like this is like world altering level. And yo, last week you were telling me some shit about you were in the military and you went through like a life altering shit where you were going from, yo, I'm about to be, you know, super military guy. Then my life changed and I ended up here. And now all these people are following me or listening to what I gotta say, right? And that's how your path turned up. You didn't go in the military and be super military guy, even though you could have. But God had something else for you. What you're doing now is bigger than super military guy, you know, because if you were super military guy, you would have just been working for a corporation. Whoever wants some war done, they're gonna call you, right?
Yeah.
But if you're gonna change the world and make it better, they're not gonna call you. God called you to do that, right? So now you got people listening to you. Now you're on the #1 platform online, bro. Like nobody's bigger than the Snyder Cut movement. And now people call you a leader. All of that shit, it was supposed to happen. All of us in this chat room, or all of us in the Snyder Cut movement, all have a similar story. Yo, I was doing this and this and this. I had a life altering shit, and it brought me here. And it brought me to these people. And all these people embrace me like a family member. And now I gotta lead these people somewhere. Bruh, if we're not superhero leading them, we just wasting our time, bro. You know, we're bullshitting. And I can't sit here for years and waste my fucking time, you know? So that's why all of these conversations, bro, it's just deep, because this is like we're living in superhero shit, bro. We're living in it. We gotta be that guy. We can't be regular Neo at our dumb job no more. But I'm not
Yeah,
saying
man.
follow the white rabbit. We don't got to go and all that shit, but we can be heroes too. You know what I mean? At the same time, we can help the whole world. Bro, you're on my Facebook page. You probably see me. Sometimes people would die and their family members would contact me and be like, hey, yo, can you help me out or something? And I raise money for them boys out of nowhere, right? Now everybody think I'm gonna just raise money. People just think that's what I do is raise money. But no, that's what I did. And I tried to help somebody, but I just did that to help. But what I'm trying to say is all of us are Morpheus. All of us got superpowers, every single one of us. We just got to know the history, and then we'll know what they're talking about. And then we can insert ourselves as that hero. You know what I mean? And once we do that, we're all gonna ride. We can get the Snyder Cut if we just work together. If we would have just been, you know what I mean, on some dope shit, but we got
Yeah.
subverted. We got subverted and we got taken off track, and we was warring against each other. But if we all had a mindset, a superhero mindset, we could get anything we want. Anything we want, bro. Bro, you remember how Subway sandwiches and all them people was fucking with us for like a month? Like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, God, bro.
That was probably more engagement they had ever seen in their entire history on social media. Probably
Entire
still to this day.
still to this day. And
Probably.
Subway make millions and millions of dollars a year. None of us are millionaires.
That was nothing for them too. That was just a drop in the bucket to give out all those free sandwiches, right?
Right. But imagine all right, so we gave free sandwiches on our behalf to homeless people. And we did that shit in 2 hours, like 150,000 sandwiches, supposedly, whatever. Imagine what we could do every day. You know, the news not gonna fucking be like, oh my God, these guys tweeted 1 million tweets for release the Snyder Cut. You know, they don't even know what they were just reading. Oh, 1 million tweets yesterday for Zack Snyder's release the Snyder Cut. You know, but what if, let's say, we feed 150,000 homeless people on Monday. We feed 200,000 on Tuesday. We clothe 300,000 homeless people on Wednesday. We can do that, bro. That we witnessed. That's not out of our realm of ability. We've witnessed that. But look what happened when we don't do it. We read the news. Oh shit, 90,000 migrants just just walked in the country and they're taking over. Oh shit, look at the homeless problem in fucking, in California or whatever.
Right? Yeah.
That's what happened when we don't do that shit. You know what I mean? The world shows you. So Gotham
Mm.
City, Gotham City was fucked up until Batman stepped up and did what he had to do. You know what I mean? Now we don't have to be putting on no Batman suit, because Christopher Nolan even made jokes about that with all the fake people trying to be Batman and shooting guns and all this shit. But we have to do more than be entertained by some theatricality and deception. Bro. We have to.
Oh man, theatricality and deception.
Yeah,
That was a great way to kind of bring that full circle, so to speak.
yeah,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the homie Zach.
Hell
Can
yeah.
I say that? Can I say that Zach is the homie now?
Yeah, Zach
Huh?
is the homie.
Can I say that Zach is the homie? Peely?
You got that. I
Can I say that Zach is the homie?
Zach is
Right?
the
Can I say that Zach is the homie? Right?
Dog, you doing it. You did it. And that's because you did it, bro. That's because, dog, you put on your suit. Bro, look, you could be like military trained high up in the military. But you went and chased your dreams and achieved them shit, bro. In a matter of a few years, bro. You know what I mean? Imagine, bro, everyone watching this shit, everyone typing in this shit.
Facts.
The unfinished dream that didn't happen yet, right? We could all make that happen. Imagine all of us making all our dreams coming true, helping the homeless, feeding the homeless, doing all the shit that we could do and not doing it. You know what I mean? Imagine we got this superpower ability and we don't use it.
Imagine, look, just based on what Peely's saying, imagine if I never started my channel. Right? Like that could have happened. You know what I'm saying? I was in the chat just watching for a very long time. As y'all know, giving super chats and all that stuff, you know, and like, yeah, you know, that's, I don't even want to think about that reality. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just glad that I did. Right. But it took that courage, and that's why I've been trying to get everybody, yo, man, all y'all need to start y'all channels up. Y'all be like, hey, Sky, you know what I'm saying? Come on, or let me come on. You want to start making some videos, 100%. Like, and I'll start bringing y'all on.
Exactly.
There you go.
I'm reading the chat, and everybody got all this information that I'm telling. Y'all already knew this shit. Bro, why y'all ain't saying it then? You know, where y'all been at? Y'all already knew the shit, so where y'all content at saying it? Bro, the world needs it. This is what I'm trying to say. We internalize these shit, bro. Like, it's not like, I mean, don't internalize every fucking movie, of course, because a lot of it is just bullshit propaganda. But if we talk about Christopher Nolan and Zack Snyder, it's obvious they're not making movies with just for money. It's obvious they're not doing that.
Yeah.
So then now we
man,
got
Oppenheimer felt different, bro. That shit, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. That shit hit all the way different. I was like, and he was cooking with that one. He was sneaking some stuff in there on the slide.
Imagine if Nolan make a movie about Werner von Braun, the guy who came over here and paperclip from the Nazis and made NASA and shit like that. I really want Christopher
This
Nolan.
one word, paperclip.
Oh
my
god! Oh my god! Bruh, I watched that shit 1,000,000 times. You know what I mean? Like all of the shit the Nazis was doing, and Zach even did it in his movie. The Nazis had the mother box first, right? So, but we know in our real life, the Nazis had that technology. You know, like BMW, Mercedes, all come from Nazi technology. NASA comes from paperclip. You know, like fucking Christopher Nolan with the scientists that came over and Bane broke his neck. That was like a clear show of paperclip. You know, what if he make a movie about Werner von Braun, bro? That would be, and it, like you said, one word, paperclip. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. There's only one dude that can do shit like that. I think it's Christopher Nolan. You know, like, maybe Ridley Scott, he's on that level, but he can kind of be too sci-fi sometimes, But
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan is like probably the only one. I think he's the only one that wants to tell. Somebody say they should tell me about what's that? Avro Arrow? No, I've never seen that. Tell me about it. A lot of movies I haven't seen, man. As you can see, my TV always looks like that. My TV's never on. I never watch TV. I watch the same movies over and over, but I only watch the shit that got a message. If I see it and it got a message and it fits, I'll watch it. If not, I can't do it.
I feel it, man. I feel it. Yo, this man, these films from Nolan, man, like they were very special. And I think that, that's like all these things that we've been kind of dissecting tonight is part of why these films still feel so timeless. Um, I definitely got to rewatch Rises pretty soon.
Hell yeah.
I got to finish that trilogy out. We've been doing watch alongs on the channel for the Christopher Nolan trilogy. So we definitely got to get that done. Man, look, you got to at least stop by the chat for that one, Peely. At least, bro.
Yeah, I will try, man. Sometimes I just see y'all, like if you click YouTube up, it'll show the people or whatever. So I just see it and I jump in y'all's chat room and I'd be, just sometime I go in there just to show love. Everybody like, oh, Morpheus, Peely, Peely. I'm not Morpheus, yo. Give me a new name, But yeah, no, I'll stop by every time I see it. I was just in Seal chat earlier and I saw some of these people, but homeboy said more,
Yeah.
please. Yeah, bro, I want to do some more go deeps, and I think I will. I just don't be having the time. Them go deeps take long, bro. Like first you gotta fucking fact check yourself, and cause you can't put out no whack shit. Go deeps
Yeah.
take whiles. That's why I'm happy you doing this shit. I'll be like, yeah, whatever. I'll be on whenever,
he said, hey, just shoot me the link. You know what I'm saying?
I don't gotta do shit else. Just sit here and talk, bro.
All right, 100%, 100%. Man, I did want to start wrapping up pretty soon. Just in closing, right? What do you think you want to sit with people the most from this conversation, and just what do you think that the ultimate message of these movies were, in their totality, right? Not just about what we would be facing, but also like how we would have to overcome these obstacles as well.
All right. That great question, dog. Great question. And I want to do it, when I talk, like say for instance, we got the shit going on in Ukraine and Russia, Palestine, Israel, America, Mexico, all this shit we got going on, right? So we could be like one side, hey, free Palestine. One side, we talk about, pro Israel. Then the people start fighting. What I want to know, what I want to get across to everybody is that someone is setting that argument up. Someone who you don't see is initiating this fight. You know what I mean? So we we talk about the League of Nations, right? The League of Nations, let's say from Britain, came up with a plan to, and I'm only saying this because we're going through it right now, right? The League of Nations came up with the plan before World War I, and Wonder Woman was getting into that. We got to talk about Wonder Woman one day too, because Wonder
Oh
Woman,
my, yeah. I
Wonder
actually
Woman
forgot about that.
is going deep. You know, Wonder Woman Part 1 is getting into all of this shit that's going on right now. And so
Got a
we,
whole other stream now, PB.
yeah, no, it is. Wonder Woman was deep, bro. That's why they derailed that shit and made it corny, because that first one was just like, you know, she was showing how Germany and Britain was kind of secretly working together just to get the fight, you know, like all kind of shit. And they blame it on Ares. But, you know, when we look in our real life and what we're going through right now could pop off into World War III if we're not already into
Wait a minute. Wait.
Yeah, Wonder Woman, bro.
Hold on. It just hit me what you said. And I was like, wait a minute. What is it? And they blamed it on Aries. I'm just like, wait. What?
Yeah. Them was up like to get the world wars, you gotta have a person on both sides, bro. Like to get $100 billion sent to Ukraine, they have to have a reason for us to be giving money to Ukraine. So we
Right.
have to make up a fight in Ukraine. You know what I mean? To get the Israelis to move into Palestine, they had so somebody put this in the chat earlier. Problem, reaction, solution is the Hegelian dialectic. Hegelian dialectic is problem, reaction, solution. I show you a problem, I wait for the
Reaction.
reaction from the
And I,
crowd, I
and I
give
give
you a
you,
solution, right?
yep.
But I created this shit so I could give you a solution. So I wanted to go to war in the Middle East for 30 years, but I can't just invade all the Middle Eastern countries. So I need to create a problem. 9/11. So now we got a problem. And now the crowd reacts and say, "Oh man, we got to go get bin Laden or Saddam or whatever." So now we got a reaction. Oh, I got a solution. Yeah, let's go to 20-year war. That's my solution that I wanted to do from the jump. I just needed y'all to react. So we got to look at that. Palestine, Jews, Israel, they're supposed to, Israel was supposed to get Palestine because of what happened to them in World War II by Hitler in the camps. So they're saying, since we had a Holocaust, somebody need to give us the Holy Land. All right. But in history, Britain was trying to give them the Holy Land before World War I even happened. The League of Nations, before Hitler even was fucking exist, you know, before World War II and the camps happened, the plan was in motion since 1917. They got it in 1945, you know, but we think, oh shit, problem, reaction, solution. Yeah, let's give them Palestine. So now they're fighting and we're watching them fight in the Gaza Strip. We're watching this shit with our eyes. We are fighting between us, Israel, Palestine, Israel, Palestine. Nobody says the guy who initiated the Hegelian dialectic was England in the first place. You know what I mean? So when I talk to y'all, I'm trying to get you not to fight each other, but progress forward by finding the guy who initiated the fight in the first place. That's all I'm doing. Or we would make more progress if we're not fighting each other. So when we're not fighting each other, we got to look for Lex Luthor. We got to look for Joker. We got to look for Ra's al Ghul, Talia al Ghul. Those are the people making us fight. It's not the people level. You know what I mean? So in in all revolutions, the Templar makes the people fight. That's how to destabilize the country so the king can't do what the king needs to do because the people are fighting. Now, when the people are fighting and the country is destabilized, now we show up and be like, bruh, Y'all been out of control. We got to bring in Bane and get y'all back into control, right? But the key for us is to never get out of control. Never, because somebody's stirring that up. Lex Luthor is stirring that up at all times. Every single battle, every single war, every single riot, every single fucking everything, there's Lex Luthor doing that shit, bro. You know what I mean? That's what we got to know. So when we be like, oh, you know, oh, the Jews got Palestine because of their treatment in the Holocaust. Oh, yeah, but if you know history, why were y'all planning this shit since 1917 in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen from England? Or you know what I mean? So how England get to slide scot-free with this shit? Because we don't know shit. Nobody's calling them out. We don't know shit. You know what I mean? So my job is to show, like Homeboy said, you can't hide it no more. We got the internet. The history is out. We can't hide it no more. We can't fight each other. We gotta progress. That's it. That's just my whole point of talking. When I do go deep, I think my last go deep was about how China owned Hollywood, how China owns majority shit in Hollywood. But when I said that shit on Twitter, everybody fought me and thought I was talking about Fiona and shit. Bruh, it's way deeper than Fiona. She's just Chinese. I'm telling you a lesson. I'm gonna give you a lesson. So then when I put the go deep out about how China runs our shit, nobody came and apologized to me and said, damn, bro, my bad. I didn't know what you was talking about at the time. You know, nobody, they were just wanting to fight. They were just wanting to fight me. You know, they were just pushing the same shit Joker was doing. So that's just all I'm trying to say, bro. Every situation that we're fighting each other, there's a Lex Luthor behind it, stirring us up. Every situation, bro. And we got to know that shit.
Facts. Oh man. Yo, beautiful way to close out, man. Like I think that, it's pretty clear when you get it broken down, like the way that we have over this past hour and a half, that, these are the things that Nolan was touching on. And I think that, it is imperative for us to stop fighting, right? That's the only way, right? And I think that the older that I've gotten, the more sensitive that my senses have become. Like when I feel like, it's like propaganda and stuff going on, or just when I feel like we're having the same kind of conversations like over and over and over again and not really progressing things. It makes me question why that is, right? And so you guys have to be mindful of, the things that you take in, like content wise, just like Peely was saying, right? Because a lot of times these things that you watch, they can like imprint on you some energy and all types of things, right? And so it's very important to kind of guard your energy and to make sure that you're watching stuff that can be fruit for your mind and not something more nefarious, right?
Correct. Can be fruit, bro. It's gonna grow some fucking fruit instead of some bullshit. You know? Hey, you sum it up perfect. You know what I be talking about, dog. You just be playing normal for for an hour and a half or whatever.
Hey, nah, man, this is crazy. But nah, look, I'm just glad that look, because what you have is you have a gift of like explaining these things and coming up with these analogies that just makes it very easy to visualize, right? And I think that's why not only myself, but all of the chat, they appreciate you being here, and they always showing love too.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah,
Man,
you got a hell of a chat system, bro. Y'all always every time I see the same people, I'll be like, damn, them boys supportive as fuck, bro. And they always, every time, Peely, what's up? Peely, what's up? What up? What up? What up? You know, so it's y'all's crew, man. It's just y'all's crew. All of y'all, man. I like coming to talk to y'all because y'all get what I'm talking about. You know?
100%, 100%. Look, I want to thank you for coming on this stream, man. I want to thank the entire chat, for being here all throughout this conversation. I want to thank the sponsor of this stream, the first sponsor, Bat Dan. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So much love to me, Bat Dan. Right. Man, all you guys are awesome. We got some more content coming for you guys in the very near future. As look, every time we be getting to the end of these conversations, Peely drops something else on me, and it's like, damn, we got to have another conversation. Now we got to talk about Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman said it, bro. Wonder Woman went in, bro. You know, people don't give that shit enough credit. That first Wonder Woman, she went in, bro. You know,
man, I gotta come up with a name with like something like series with me and you, man. I don't know, like because these are dope, but we will definitely get into that Wonder Woman. So I guess y'all be on the lookout for that. We'll be announcing that down the line. You know what I'm saying? So, but I also do like letting these conversations kind of marinate with y'all for a little bit, because whenever we do have Paley here, we want to make sure that the conversations are always fresh and that you guys are kind of up to date and have kind of sat with this information for a while. So much love, Paley. Much love for all you guys. Man, we about to get on out of here, right? We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.